Hello everyone and welcome back to Anno 2205, looking at our glorious town here that we have so far with a few outlines, a few basics, a beginning downtown center that we can see here, and lots of problems. We're still on track here for our next mission, which would be the launch pad. So we need to start upgrading our orbital spaceport, which is another major step towards the moon. And yes, I think it's time for this. Let's get cracking on the global spaceport. And construction has started with that. So this is the shuttle launching pad that we are constructing now. And I have a feeling there's something happening once again.
The systems are ready and the shuttles are in position. Just start the countdown.
I'm going to do that. While the upgrade is taking place, we can continue with getting a few more districts on the way. So we have our nice corporate headquarters center there, and around it I will definitely going to have more houses, more blocks of people that I want to have here. So here we could have a mixture of something like that, and then the normal smaller houses just across the road there, so that we have that whole thing here. And yes, while the music says it, it's getting dramatic once we reach the moon, or once we have the ability to go towards the moon. Let's continue with another block of houses just over there. Perfect.
Expansion approved.
And there is the finalization of our spaceport. Let's get cracking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Landing zone within reach. Preparing for touchdown.
And well, this is it.
Moment.
There we are now.
Of the world are upon you.
Phase 3 is
has begun.
not coming to an end.
Wave heads for the moon. You came a long way, but there's still another 250,000 miles to cross for you. Your colonists are waiting for orders.
Now, before we actually go to the moon, I know the moon is very expensive indeed, and what we definitely should be doing for that is upgrading a few more people. I've actually prepared something here, so as we can see, we have a huge surplus of the basic goods. The only exception here would be, so I've expanded my rice here, I've expanded my fruits. The only exception would be that perhaps we don't have enough of the organic food, but I do have enough rice and stuff like that. So getting another factory for the organic food out is no problem. We actually only have these modules there that I need to add to this whole area there, and I'm probably just going with that kind here. Righto. So in that case, having a few more, we can continue with the beautiful upgrading of this city. Those guys here, for example, we should be, looking out that we are upgrading more and more people around the major spots of this town here. That's pretty important to me, at least, and that's what I'm aiming for. So there we also have a few more. And perhaps those guys here, whoops, they also do need some information there once again. My balance does like that a lot. So let's just add another information center on that side here. So the end, more or less, where we have then our wine. Now, before we expand, once again, I also will need to have, some energy. For now, we still have to do with the wind parks, but that is going to change pretty soon, because on the moon we can start with the fusion generation, but of course not right away, so it's still going to take us a bit of time. Yet I would like to use some more energy, or utilize some more energy, and that's what we need to do over there. Let's continue with some more of these wine fields here. Boy, we do need a lot of them. Right, so the wine needs to flow. Unfortunately, they need a lot of space for the base factory. They don't need a lot of space for the modules themselves afterwards. So I do need to be, we are not really utilizing a lot of space here at the moment. We are having now 36 beef and 40 wine. So in that case here, I can now continue with the, where is it? My food factories. There we have them in all their glory. probably going to add a few more modules here. So that's 3 more modules that we have. It's so expensive, it's incredible. But we are getting a bit closer there to our food supply, or what we actually want to achieve there, right? So yeah, and level 24, because some of them have received now their food. And look at that, 32 luxury food surplus we have so far. That's definitely going to help us there, and it's also growing my people to the next level. And with level 25, which is the next one, we're getting a new title there. We're getting new ship types and a bit more credits. How good is that? And we can continue right away with some more houses. On the other side, we are now continuing with the expansion over the square that we have there. So I'm just going to add a few more here. Of course, we should still be looking out also for some more parks that we want to have in the area then, right? So here I'm definitely going to have, since that is a pretty big area already, I might just have some more double roads than here. And then we can actually do some blocks of houses, like so. Oh, yes, okay. This actually requires me more robots that we don't have at the moment. But we should be fine with having more houses in this area then. And then perhaps another park somewhere. I'm dreaming of a lot of parks. Perfect, that's that. And, robots. Now, while we build so many houses, a few problems have arisen. So once... Oh, yes, hello, Drake. He is in Akia flows, so we will need to settle this one. But what I actually wanted to do is another vitamin factory in this area, because we definitely do need more vitamin. And then the water. Now with the water we have a real problem now. This island doesn't have a coastal side anymore. This one doesn't anyway. This one still has some water sides, so we could use this one. How expensive would that be? It's affordable, 180,000. Totally affordable. Let's get over there. It's exactly what we need, and we will also now clean up the blockade that we have in Akia flows over there. There's also some route problems, as I can see. That's not because of the invasion. Alright, while we're fighting, there is actually a lot of these big ships now in the region. 3 of them. That's insane. I don't think I've seen 3 yet in an invasion. We have 1 support fleet that we would call, but it's definitely not enough. Let's just try to circumvent them for now and destroy those guys here. Yes, I think they've seen me now. Let's get the support fleet out there. They're going to help me a bit, and I might... Now, they're taking the damage now, actually. So that's something that I can do here. Oh my goodness. I'm getting wrecked. So this is absolutely no place here. What is going on? Why do we have these kind of ships here?
Battle stations.
Oh my. Okay, at least 1 is down.
Underway.
We got 2 missile barrages that I could use. I still have some ships left. At least that's that. And yep, there we can destroy some of them with some missile launches like that. And off they go. Perfect. Another support fleet. We might actually do this after all. Perfect. That was very close though. So I haven't seen 3 dreadnoughts yet in one spot like that. No idea why it's happening. Anyway, it's over, so the balance should be coming back to life again, and we will also now receive, yep, the neural implants that I've already started here. Energy workforce-wise is fine, so I might just do one thing if we can, having another molybdenum mine somewhere. I might, yep, we should get to the other side here, right? So we can actually afford that, and I do have my little clipper or whatever it is called somewhere in the area. Now, there we have a new site that we can claim. It's rather expensive, but we do need to, so we are expanding in the Arctic now. There we have some of that molybdenum as well that I want to use. Now, for this, we are still sharing the workforce and the energy, so the cool thing is I only need to build this mine here, really, and we should be fine. 30 we get out of it, and I can now use those neuromodule factories there and continue with the expansion of them all the way to that side here. And actually that's, yeah, we have enough to continue with the construction of even more. So 31 we have now as a surplus. And I might also just have me some another solar collector on that side. I could now go all the way here, by the way, with more people, right? So 2 full rows we could have. Not a good idea to do it now, so that's fine for now. Let's say bye-bye to the Arctic once again. We have other stuff to do. First of all, I would like to get the surplus now over to Wildwater Bay. So 39 is pretty good. By the way, the moon is unlocked, so we should really go to the moon, right? Enter the lunar region, money-wise. Back in our little Wildwater Bay, I would like to continue now with a few more upgrades while we can. So let's have those rows here. And perhaps also these blocks here that I can now upgrade. That's going to feel good. Probably also a bit bad at the same time, but it should be fine. As we continue. And next up, they would like to have more security right away. Let's give it to them. Here, level 25, perfect. A bit of money, a new title, local competitor, and new ship types that we can use then in our missions. So that's something. Now, I think we have 2 options now actually. Either we go for the nanotextile mill now, with that we get new goods, or, well, we go to the moon. I think we go to the moon first.
As far as
For
we know,
the moon, we have well, a
most
few
of the
more
LEC
sectors now
colonies.
available.
Up there, you'll be on your own.
The Novikov crater, let's just see. There we have the rare materials, workforce project for ornamentals, Mare Relictum. This is 1 big crater, this is 3 small craters, and this is 2 craters, 1 big and 1 small. This one has the workforce project. I don't think that I've done this one yet. Gravitational field. We might actually do the Novikov crater this time. Building space, it's totally fine.
You have entered Phase 3 of the Lunar Licensing Program. Your shuttles have arrived at the designated settlement territory. You are required to establish a lunar colony there and begin helium-3 extraction. The development of a stable fusion reactor is your primary objective. Additional information. Hostile activities detected near your settlement territory.
Now,
Be
who
careful.
would that be?
So, here you are. The moon. Your very own piece of it. Careful though. This sector borders the Orbital Watch's territory. Union satellites spotted lunar vehicles moving in the vicinity. So, keep one eye on the horizon, while you see to the foundation of your first moon colony.
And that will do. It's just beautiful up here, isn't it?
Safety requirements demand you only found moon colonies and craters. They offer the best protection against cosmic radiation and meteor impacts.
There we are in the bigger of the 2 craters. It's looking fantastic. Let's claim the area.
To challenge us in our own territory.
And what do we have on the moon? Well, we don't have the cold up here. Well, we do have the cold, but it's not a big deal. What we have is radiation and meteor impacts. So we do need to have some shields around our houses if we want to keep them maintained and also our people alive. So that's going to play a major role. Once again, as always, I'm laying out some street foundation here so that we have a kind of like a figure of what we can go for. There is also a smaller mine here that I might actually just connect there. As we can see, there's the meteors coming down. There they are protected, everywhere else they're not. First things first, build and connect the living units. So we do need some living units. We do need to produce some oxygen and titanium plating. Let's continue, or let's start with the first moon people that we can have at these houses there. So the first block, 45,000 this block here costs me alone. So that's really expensive. I hope it's going to be worth it. But yes, of course it is, because we get the fusion reactors, and that's actually why we're here after all. Let's have another block here. That's coming then over into the beginning area, and those guys here. And that's the end of it for now. There we have them, the miners. Some new residences. They want quite a lot of stuff. We can't even trade with them yet since we don't have the tech for it.
Transfer route inefficient.
But I'm definitely
It's official.
going
The sector
to
holds the first
hook the moon
colony
up
to
to
meet
my
the standards of the lunar licensing
base.
program. No cause for complaints.
Let's start with titanium plating. For that, we do need once again
out of the picture, though.
titanium
To
mine.
send your lunar yield down, you must establish additional landing stages for cargo shuttles.
Going to do all of that. First of all, we do need a shield. She's actually giving me a new mission right away. And there we have our first mine. I think we keep it with module for now. And the cool thing about the moon is, once again, we can have our condensed factory layout, so we can have some factories close together on that side here, right? So they don't need a connection with other people necessarily. That's actually fine already. The only thing now is oxygen. For oxygen, we do need another mine. So this one here. Oh, energy is going down quickly. Solar array. Up here we don't have that, so we do need a mine for that. Let's just go for... Yep, let's go for this one. And there we do get our solar power panels, so they're going to provide us some energy. Now, workforce is rather on the low end of things, so let's just check this one. There we might have 23 workers that we could reduce by 4 workers for each one of these modules. Why not? Why not? After all, workforce is the running factory here, and then we can have an oxygen production. And let's have this one out here actually. Let's focus and have the industry in, you know, condensed spaces, dedicated spaces. So the oxygen, for example, we could have then here right away. We do need some logistics there as well. As always, even the logistics needs some radiation protection. And with that, at least, we have now the oxygen production. Huh. The problem, though, is still with the workforce. 2 more houses. It's really
amazing
expensive.
How big your colony has grown in such a short time.
Very good. So for now, our little colony is thriving and starting to live. We would have now our first upgrade that we need to do. That is our spaceport. This one here. And it does now require, though, those titanium platings. We have a production of 10. I can start it.
Caution. Convoy of unidentified vehicles just crossed sector border.
Hello? Do you read me? Please come in. I'm Xander Haynes. Sorry to invade your territory, but as I see it, we have the same enemy. I speak for the Lunar Excavation Corps, if you still acknowledge it.
Yes, yes, the sheep run back to those who once sheared them. Beware, the wolves are at the door.
Yes, actually, that's me. Pardon me. I'm the wolf and you're the sheep.
Listen,
and we're
I
going
was
to
told
crush
keep
you
this
once again.
confidential.
As
You
we've
see,
done now
LEC
countless
fugitives
times.
secretly fled to Earth. The global union didn't find a proper solution, so they transferred them to Arctic protectorates. And
All right.
now I've been informed that Drake is leading a battle fleet there to annihilate them. Please, you must
The
step
Tundra
in.
defense line. This one here. Oh, we reached the next level. That's actually a bit far away, so I'd rather do the level here real quick. Yep, we can upgrade, so this will speed up the mission there significantly. We can afford that. And also let's do it on advanced level so that we do get more experience points out of it. Let's get cracking.
There you are. Not a minute too early. The Orbital Watch. They've brought in everything at their disposal. They know we have no means to defend ourselves, and still they threaten us with wave after wave of battleships. We are fully dependent on you for support here.
You wish you'd never set foot in our territory. The first wave will wash away the second.
Alright, so it begins. We got our nicely upgraded fleet with some new ships there as well. And neutralize both orbital watches on the other side, on the other end of this whole map here. So let's get in there and have some fun with those guys there. And I think we will take this path there. There's actually one battle cruiser. Oh, it's the battle cruisers that we need to destroy. I see. I see. That's tricky. There we got one missile launcher.
Battle stations.
And
They're attacking.
oh, they're attacking from the south. Should be careful there. I really don't want to lose a ship before we reach the battle cruisers. Let's take care of those fleets here, or ships that we have there. Very good.
So prepared. Running.
There we get it back. These are the suicide ships that are actually just rushing towards us and try to destroy us as quickly as possible. Lots of iridium, perfect. We can use that, and magnite. Actually, we have quite a lot of that, but we do need a lot of it too. For all the modules. Each module does require that resource. There's the first one. It's actually destroying these walls as well. Interesting. Let's use the first missile barrage on it. As we can see, it's doing a bit of damage there. Oh, we're now trapped there a bit.
Wait for the boom.
Have the second one. I might need to call in my support fleet. Alright, no, I think we'll be fine. There's the first one. Going down. And the second one is actually moving up here somewhere. It's actually destroying the walls. That is new to me. And we got lots of fuel with us as well. I could once again set the missile launchers on there. Very good. And then I could call in the support fleets to speed this whole thing up. And let's repair my ships.
Open fire.
It's trying to flee, but that's not going to work out. Perfect. That was actually a mission. That was actually a fun mission. And once again, we have defeated Drake. We do get some new military level, hopefully. We're not. But yeah, well, actually, that's it. We have finished the mission after all.
But Drake's fleet, his dreadnoughts, these aren't mere mercenaries. Drake must have military facilities on Earth.
So that would be our goal.
You. Without you, there would be nothing left of our protectorates.
Each time you stop one of Virgil Drake's schemes, you bring us closer to a peaceful colonization of the moon. Keep it up.
I am. So finalizing my spaceport upgrade on the Novikov crater on the moon. But first of all, we have a bit of stuff to do in Wildwater Base still. Let's claim the next site, the last island actually that we have on this map. That's, well, costing me quite a bit by the looks of it. And we do get 2 mining sites out of that. And yeah, a few coastal sites that I can still use. What I can see is we're at -20 on the water. So let's just keep going with that. It's a bit of water coming in again, and over here we still have 2 more coastal sites. Let's try that. There's one more, perfect. This just only buys us a bit of time, unfortunately. It's not going to make the problem go away with the water. I think, I hope... Nope, we don't have anything here. So this one here is probably going to be algae. I will probably have to go with that. Now, let's continue though. We can still continue with a bit of upgrading that I would like to do on those sites. Everything around the corporate headquarters, that massive building that we're going to have, needs to be upgraded. There's some more. We have the resources after all, and it's a lot of money. That's going to be a really, really cool city, especially from the ocean then, when you look at it. Once we have some more skyscrapers in the region. And while we upgrade and while we do get more money in, we can actually start with the next thing, and that would be the silicon or the IntelliWare. First of all though, what I see is that once again, my fruits are low. So we have a couple of islands, this one here most likely, where I could still get some more fruit production going on, right? Because in Wildwater Bay itself, it's getting tight. It's getting really tight over there. I don't think... I mean, we still need more production over here then, so I would like to keep that available. I could have another 2 farms here and 1 more here. Yeah, 3 more here actually. Perfect, level 26. I will need the money. I think I should be able to... Nah, there's the mining site. Alright, there's a mining site. Didn't see that. A bit more fruits never hurts, and with that we do get more vitamin condensers now that we can use just in the area. So most likely like this. This one. So it's a lot of modules once again that we built here. Obviously, but it's important. I don't... It's really that much. We really have such a high vitamin consumption. Baffles me a bit. But what can you do about it? We have lots of fruit still. Perfect. There we have all the vitamin condensers that we need. 100 surplus again. Fine so far. So that means we can upgrade again. And I would actually like to continue upgrading to more executives. So what we already started over here. And we might just build the next area of executives, right? So this whole area there. Let's upgrade them. Beautiful houses, beautiful buildings, towers, whatever. As there's also, and this is a really cool detail, as there are more and more cars on the street, more traffic appearing now everywhere. Level 27, of course, with that we are continuing here to grow right now with that. Also, money-wise, this is a big help, of course. Now, this opens up now something for us, and that is the IntelliWare. It's going to be expensive. It's going to get dirty with this one. We do need silicon, and we do need the flax, I think. Yes, flax plantation. Now, the flax fibers, that's actually something that we're going to have over here, right? So we still have a bit of space there. Bless us. In that case, the problem is with that space, it's close to the mountains, so it's definitely not going to be very efficient. This whole area is beef. Yeah, this one is flax. We're making all the flax that we can down here. Also, the silicon. There we start with the first one. So we are making some microchips now, some computers. Let's also have a warehouse close by that we can use here. And that's 20 only. I might have another mine just on that end. Well, we can still use them. So that's a surplus of 40. Not very expensive so far. Next up we have the flax. So that one here. A new production chain. And of that we're going to need a lot. Well, yeah, there we have now quite a lot of flax production. Once again, some beautiful detailed factories. The silicon is coming in, and that means we have now everything that we need for the microfabrication hall. Very expensive building once again, 260 people actually and 50 energy. Where should we have that? We already have some high tech going on here. I might do the IntelliWare here as well, since it just makes sense to have high tech close together. We also have more space over there, right? So yeah, let's actually have our microchips being constructed in the area. That's the first ones that we need. And once again, we do need quite a lot of them. Let's just make sure that we have all the silicon that we need. That was actually almost enough for 2 silicon mines, right? That's enough now. 40 microchips. And now we come to the last part, the IntelliWare. The IntelliWare we're probably going to have in this corner. Of the very expensive factories, lucky us, we don't need that much. We still need it, but not that much. And then we can have those modules here once again. Let's have this one here as close to the mountain as possible. So that's actually possible. Fantastic. And the first IntelliWare is coming in. Actually, we can build more of them if we want to, right? So the next one right here. Is that enough? We can still build more, so we do have a nice foundation actually of this whole thing. Level 28 we have achieved now as well, thanks to the IntelliWare coming in. Let's have one more factory. Could have it here actually. It's a little puzzle of its own. Oh, and there we are running out of energy now. Perfect. A few more, and energy-wise we still will need something. How much do we actually now produce? We produce enough. We could still have more factories, so I'm a bit surprised there. I don't know if this has been remodeled, but we can have quite a lot of these factories now. Of course, yep, they are quite expensive overall, but it's absolutely required if we want to go to the highest tier of houses. Let's have one more solar panel. By now, we are really spamming the whole island with solar collectors. Until we have the fusion generation. That is. One more over there. Perfect. I was actually not that good on the balance, to be honest.
Ah, welcome.
IntelliWare in bioenhancers. That's something we actually need from the moon. Not something I can do right now. Very well. We've made nice progress and are on the moon. Stay tuned.